That's the brand. Yesterday, the cooling fans would not shut off. They stayed on. So what I did, I disconnected the battery. The engine light popped up, and it was a PO234 code. That's the one my nephew replaced this morning. That must be the turbocharger unit assembly. When I plugged it in yesterday, when I hooked the battery up, the fan stopped. It turned off. Yesterday it was staying on. So that's why I unplugged the battery so it won't drain the battery. I was heading over to Georgia to visit my cousins. The alarm popped up again, the same PO123. So I decided to come back home because this ain't my vehicle, it's my daughter's. The difference between today and yesterday, the cooling fans are not on. My ex told me that her boyfriend changed the sensor. It must be that one. That one looks pretty new. Did some research. They say there's an impeller in there. Impeller might be going bad. The bearings are probably bad. Or the vacuum lines or whatever the tubes are plugged. Those lines might be plugged. This is some of the stuff I looked up. That's why I didn't want to continue traveling to Georgia. Some more information that I looked up. Why I didn't want to travel to Georgia. If it was my vehicle, I probably would have took the chance because I'll tell you in a bit. I even looked up the labor. Look at that. Even looked up that. Possibilities. Very costly. There's a few example of assemblies. What it looks like. All the components. There's the code that popped up when I was on the road. Engine light came on. Well, what happened, I was driving and like the vehicle hesitated, and then the engine light popped up, and that happened to my daughter yesterday. And but the cooling fan stayed on. You know, it would not turn off. It stayed on, and then I just unplugged it because I work midnights. I didn't want the cooling fan to drain my daughter's battery up, so I unplugged it and I plugged it in this morning. The engine light thing went out, disappeared, and my nephew changed this here, and then I took off to Georgia. But like almost 150 miles on the road, it stalled, and then the engine light appeared again. Same PO234. So see what happens. It's not my vehicle; it's my daughter's. I would have kept going because it only stalls like when you accelerate. It'll stall when you're trying to pass cars. It'll stall and then it'll take off smooth after that.